All right, welcome everybody back to the tabletop testing series here on the Etchy TCG channel. I am Etchy, and joining me is
Jake Gearhart.
And we're back post Champions League Fukuoka. A lot of interesting results to talk about from that. I think we're actually going to start this video by just going over what happened in Champions League. Mega Absol, the big winner of the weekend, and then second place deck was this Arboliva deck. Where do you want to start with takeaways for Champions League?
I think in general, it's interesting to see the top two decks were not very popular at all. They're kind of rogue decks, but I'm sure that'll change very soon. In general, I think it's kind of what we expected of the format. Dragapult was very popular, didn't do all that well in the top 16. A lot of decks were prepared for it with Clefairy and other psychic attackers. But Unfair Stamp was also in over half of the decks, I believe.
Every top 4 deck was running Unfair Stamp. Super. We predicted this. We talked about it. There's very weak hand disruption in this format. Unfair Stamp just kind of solves that and can fix a lot of problems.
Yep. And we did see Harlequin get a third place finish.
This is what Jake really cares about. The propaganda worked. At least one person was sold on it. There was still a lot of judges as well.
Yeah, I think the rest of them didn't get the memo yet, but now that it got third place, it's going to be in everything. Yeah, this deck originally played a judge in the Champions League list.
We're just doing the Champions League list. This is the highest placing Mewtwo list. Obviously no Harlequin here because we have Archer, and then this is the Arboliva list with Harlequin instead of Judge.
Yep.
And then were there any other? Like you said, a ton of Lillie's, Clefairies to deal with Dragapult. Dragapult's still the most populated deck in top 16, but didn't overrun it like everyone was kind of expecting, which makes sense. Again, we were talking about it before. A very counterable deck, something that a lot of people were prepared for. And Mewtwo's Team Rocket's Mewtwo, not one we talked about too much either, but 2 of them in top 16 did pretty okay. So with that being said, we can go ahead and talk about the matchup we're doing here today. Arboliva, the second place list, versus I believe this is 8th or 9th place Mewtwo. Very similar to the Honchkrow stuff we were showing before, and like the layout of the list where it's just a ton of Team Rocket supporters. We have Archer for disruption, so that automatically gives us a leg up over a lot of other decks. The Mewtwo is not our main attacker in this deck, but it is a useful option here and there. The real main attacker is, of course, the Spidops, just charging itself up, being very self-sufficient. Kind of has some interesting dynamics of this matchup because of the Forest of Vitality, letting me kind of drop one and instantly evolve it. We also have the Team Rocket's Mimikyu to deal with Dragapults, very useful for Ogerpons in this matchup as well. And then, we have this deck does pretty well against Dragapult because we have this, we have the Mimikyu, we have the Clefairy to enable the Mimikyu, stuff like that. We have Maximum Belt as our ace spec of choice, so it helps us one-shot the Arbolivas potentially. And what about your deck?
Yeah, on this side, it's all about going fast with the Arboliva attack. Just take some early prize cards while you build up energy on Ogerpon. And then with Wild Growth, Myriad Leaf Shower does quite a lot of damage. It's like exactly the same as the old Yveltal EX or Mewtwo EX from the black and white days, doing more damage for each energy attached to both active Pokemon. So the strategy is pretty simple. Attack with something cheap and then move into your one-hit KOs with Ogerpon in the end game.
For sure. This matchup, I did a couple test games. It does feel a little bit favored for the Arboliva, but there are a lot of interesting dynamics at play, again, because of Spidops and Mimikyu. So we'll see how things shake out. Would you like heads or tails, Jake?
I will go heads.
Off the table. Good start. I got it.
You got it.
Tails. Okay, I will go first.
Yeah, I think the Rockets deck going first in this matchup is kind of a big deal because if you don't get your Tarantulas evolved before the Arboliva can get into play and start attacking, that could be really bad. That makes a big difference. Obviously, once I put the Forest of Vitality in play, then you can evolve up instantly, but I'll avoid putting it into play until I use the turn to get my Arboliva down.
If your Arboliva opponent does not know how to play the matchup, you can just wait until they play the Forest of Vitality, and then you're fine. Don't have to worry about it if you do go second. But if they are aware, they'll just play a little bit slower and cause problems for you.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not really pressured if they don't put any Spidops in play at all.
Right. I mean, the Mewtwo can play a little bit of pressure, but it's not ideal.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I have a mulligan.
Cool. I'm supposed to hide this, whatever.
All right. Starting with my Budew.
I'll take my 1. And of course, these are testing games if you haven't seen our videos before. So what that means is we'll talk about hands with one another. We'll talk about the best plays. We'll check our prizes when we do our first deck search, yada, yada, yada. The goal is to learn the matchup, learn the decks, get a better feel for the format, and teach you all how things work. So pretty simply, I'm going to start with Proton, which I can use because it is my first turn and I'm going first. Which I can use in spite of the fact that I'm going first. We'll do our first prize check here as well. We got Articuno, Spidos, Mewtwo. Not the end of the world.
It's kind of annoying that I have the Budew start here against the Tarantula. If it was like a Mewtwo, then I wouldn't be concerned at all. But you do get a pretty easy prize card off of it.
Right.
If I do go for the Itchy Pollen.
If I remember correctly, this deck only plays one Petrol, so one being prize is kind of annoying if I need to find my max belt. Yeah, there's only one Petrol. So, because I went first, I'm just going to go in and slam down a bunch of Tarantulas. Mimikyu is kind of a weird one. You can't really bench it early because of the Arboliva just being able to destroy it, but it is very useful. Same with Mewtwo. It's kind of hard to like charge it up in advance, and you just don't want it to like accumulate damage. But depends on how good your early setup is. Actually, I have one Spidos prized, right? So I probably shouldn't bench.
Yeah, you can get a Mewtwo instead of a...
Yeah, I'll just put it in my hand.
Probably.
If I can find it.
If you have an energy, it's probably not bad to bench it and attach to it, too.
I do not.
Yeah, also,
I do have an
don't
energy,
have to be that concerned about getting the hand disrupted at all. So
right.
If there was no energy, then yeah, you don't have to bench it.
Okay, so I'm expecting to get item locked here. I should probably thin out my hand a little bit of these items and make sure the Ariana will actually draw me cards, or I can just get some other supporter. But the only other supporter I could get would be Lillie's, which I can't grab with Team Rocket's Transceiver. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and Ultra Ball. I shouldn't need the Proton. I'll do an Ariana. We'll go ahead and grab one of the Spidops. I guess I'll play one of the Transceivers. Give me the Giovanni option.
You could discard the Transceiver off of the Ultra Ball instead of an Ariana and just keep that.
Well, I do have an Ariana in hand already.
Yeah. Do you want to get rid of them, though? They're pretty useful. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah, because I don't want to plan on playing both Transceivers and just burning one of them, so I think that's better. Yeah. Okay.
If
you're so smart, Jake.
If you're going to thin... Like, you don't have to take the Giovanni either if you're not going to use it. You just want to draw more cards next turn.
It depends on what I top deck, because that's the only way I can get this into the active if I need to, but...
You probably won't be... Like, you'd have to top deck an energy.
I would have to top deck in Team Rocket energy specifically.
Yeah. Or you could get a grass energy on it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But I think it's probably just worth it, like, holding the Transceiver and not the Giovanni. Because if you get item locked, then you're going to want to attack with Tarantula anyway.
True, yeah, it's the same energy requirement. Yeah,
so this goes back in the deck.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll pass.
Okay. It's going to be turn 1, Meowth for Lillie for me. I'll get rid of a grass energy and a Dolliv, I guess. Get out the lilies. And I'll last ditch catch for Lillie's determination. I could play down the forest, which now it doesn't matter if I do because you have all those basics. And I'll Lilies for 8, hoping for something good here.
Yeah, putting Meowth in play is very nice for me.
Yep.
Spidops can just one-shot it straight up without any modifiers, so it's really nice.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of these like low HP supporter searching EXs that you don't have a choice but to put down.
Yeah.
It's kind of just how it goes.
And there are a lot of Meowths in top 16 from Champions League. A lot of them running just 2 Meowths.
Let's see. I can get a second Smoliv maybe, or I have a Bayleef in hand, but I can't play that yet. Like, my concern is if I get... I guess I don't have to be really worried about getting this knocked out by a Giovanni. So maybe I just hold the Poké Pad then. Yeah, there's no point. I could even wait to bench the Smoliv. But you could bump the Stadium, and then I guess I want to be able to Poké Pad for my stage 1 before I play a supporter for the turn. But also we'll do the prize check here. Got the Lana's Aid, 2 Lillies prized. And my hand doesn't have a supporter in it currently, so it's not looking good for me.
Yeah, no more Super Rod post-rotation, so Lana's Aid help you with some of that recovery.
I will attach to the Smoliv, and then I will pass. Or use Etchy Pollen. Yeah.
Draw for turn. I'll go ahead and evolve. And evolve. Double Ariana for 6. No energy for me, unfortunately.
I'm living.
Yeah, I don't want to do anything else here, so... Oh, you get such a good Arboliva next turn if you hit it. I'll pass.
Right. I will... Okay, the Meganium top deck changes things a little bit. I can just put the Meganium in play now. I think I'll do that. Chikorita, Bayleef Meganium.
Force of Vitality, pretty good.
Yep. Then I think I'll attach to the Meganium this turn because it can be a useful attacker against the Spidops. Then I'll play the Harlequin. Let's get a heads here. It is heads.
Wow.
I survive. Harlequin into Etchy Pollen is pretty good too if I miss everything. No, also the Meowth can take itself out of play somewhat more easily in this deck, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, Meganium's not exclusive to grass Pokemon. It's just exclusive to grass energy, so.
Yep. Get my 5 cards.
I'll get my 3.
And I got the Arboliva attack. That's nice.
That is very bad for me.
I have 3 grass energy in hand, so I can't do anything after that, but that's fine. Arboliva. I'll retreat, and I will Oil Salvo. I'll do 2 on Tarantula, then 1 on each of those.
Yep.
Well, yeah, it has to be in multiples of 2, yeah. So, and then I have the rest on there, so 4.
4.
Yep.
Yeah, the Arboliva attack, pretty good. Now that these are set up so they can just be one-shot by Arboliva, no problem. I'm going to just hope I hit something nice with this Mewtwo. I can get the one-shot if I just get the maximum belt. Unfortunately, again, I cannot get Petrol. It's prized, and so I can't just search for it. I have to just draw it. Okay.
You also need energies in the discard to charge up with the Team Rockets.
But no.
You can't discard
I need the
Mewtwo,
Pokemon.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm just going to have to rip. Okay, math. Ariana or Lilies here with 1 card in hand. One other card in hand.
Definitely Lilies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rip the Lilies. But the grass, though, I could have Ultra Balled it.
Yeah, but you see however many more cards. I think the maximum belt is the hardest one to find.
Sure.
And you need an Ultra Ball to be able to discard.
I do have plenty of grass in the deck still, so. Get a nice 8 cards here. Let's see what we get. Whole lot of, not a lot. Ooh, that did lock me out of Rocket Factory too. It's unfortunate.
That's true.
I didn't draw a single energy.
And just swinging for 160 is not the worst here.
Yeah.
Either.
Gonna grab. I have a Tarantula in here, right? Grab a Spidops. Thanks to the Force of Vitality, I can do that. Yeah, and then all I can do is Erasure Ball for 160.
Right. Okay, I have not much I can do here. I can just attach to the Meganium, or maybe I attach to Meowth. I could also attach to Arboliva and attack with the Aroma Shot. I think I'll attach to the Meowth. I might have to use it soon because I need supporters. Then I will go ahead and use Oil Salvo, I guess just to knock out a Spite Ops.
Okay.
That's probably the best thing to do.
Draw for turn. Am I worried about the Arboliva staying alive here? Should I just KO the Meowth? Although it does open up Night Stretcher stuff for you too. But you can just get rid of the Meowth pretty soon. But I'm also not worried about it though.
I think just taking a knockout on that attacker is,
yeah.
They're equally valuable. This one has a useless attack. I mean, mostly useless.
Yeah. So I do have a fourth Pokemon to bench. It's just a Mimikyu, which I'd rather not, but I can't really do much else here. So I think
that's good to have into play the Mimikyu, because next turn I'm going to knock out you with Ogerpon most likely.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just debating if I should Ariana first before I play the Mimikyu, but I think I just do Ariana for...
You could also Archer this turn.
Oh, you took a knockout.
Yeah, I did.
I'm so silly. Okay. Yeah, I'll play the Mimikyu. I'll play Team Rocket's Factory. I'm out of Tarantulas. I'll just go ahead and Archer.
Yeah, so the Rockets decks are kind of being hard carried by Archer, having the only good hand disruption supporter card in the format. I think Mewtwo is kind of a terrible attacker because it can't discard it. If it could discard energy off of itself, it'd be the best deck in the format, but
sure.
It's just so expensive. So it's really being carried by hitting Psychic Weakness and Archer existing. So we'll see if that changes when upcoming sets release. I'll get my 3 cards.
I'll just go ahead and attach a Grass there.
You can use the Factory too.
I do have the Factory, you're right. Okay, got more Grass energy. I will Erasure Ball.
Do you have one in the discard at all?
No.
Okay, yeah. You can just knock me out.
Take 2 prizes.
Draw. Okay, I gotta... Okay, this makes sense. I'll go with the Bug Catching Set first. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I think I'll take, those 2. And then I will go with Teal Dance to draw 1. Drew a Dawn, which doesn't really help here. Oh, I have a Lana's 8 as well. I think I'll go with the Lana's 8 this turn.
Okay.
Just use that to recover some of my pieces. I could get an energy too. I guess I will, yeah. Actually, I could also Ultra Ball 2 things away. I don't think so. I'll just bench the Smoliv, attach to Ogerpon, and then I will retreat. And if I've done my math correctly, this is a knockout.
4, 7.
Yeah, 30, 60,
It's
90,
exactly
120, 150, 180, 210, 240, and then knock you out.
All right. Mewtwo for your treat. I'll throw that up. Draw for turn. Unfortunately, I can't. So I would need Team Rocket energy. That'd be a 4, 6.
You need max belt.
Oh, yeah, I have Max Belt. Okay. But I don't have the Team Rocket energy.
Yeah. You don't have a way to get it?
No.
No supporters?
I have Giovanni.
No archers or anything either?
I might just have to do a Giovanni KO single prizer or something.
Is there really no supporters at all in that hand?
I just have Geo. It's all energy.
Wow,
It's
what
all
is this
basic
hand?
energy.
Okay. Well,
I mean,
actually,
I can
okay.
draw with Factory.
You have a lot of Rockets Pokemon, so then it's fine. You can just KO Meowth this turn with a Spidops.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If it was, because I was assuming you wouldn't have just bench 2 Articuno easily.
Oh, I do have a charging up.
Is there any more basics in the hand, or is it just the?
I have Ultra Ball.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, I don't even need to max belt.
Yep. Yeah.
Well,
Next turn you'll max belt
the bench
KO the
Mewtwo,
Ogerpon.
yeah.
But I guess this is actually the best play this turn is to knock out the Meowth, because otherwise next turn I would take this out of play and then.
Yeah, because it KOs the Mimikyu.
Yep.
Yeah, that's annoying. I guess I'll just attach for turn.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, Giovanni, don't retreat. Well, I guess. Yeah. You can't. Yeah, you can't retreat.
You're right, Giovanni.
Okay. Get the factory going too.
Factory. Okay. Rocket Rush.
Okay. Oh, you can charge up that one too.
Oh yeah, I discarded. You're right.
Yep. Take 2. Now this is actually not a great spot for me because I wasn't able to get the Meowth out of play.
I have a very nice single prize board state.
Okay, I think. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna try and maximize my odds to get the unfair stamp this turn. So, Ultra Ball for an Ogerpon. And then I can do 1 Teal Dance first. Actually, let me check how many energy I have. I do have a lot of energy. Okay, I think I'm going to wait on the Teal Dance. I'll just put down Fezandipiti and then Lillie's Determination to start. And then I will draw 6 cards, 3 more with the Fezandipiti, and probably 2 more with the Ogerpons, and hope in these 11 cards that there's an unfair stamp. And then I'll attack. Well, actually, yeah, you have to attack with Meganium too.
Yeah.
So I do need a 3rd energy, but I think I'm pretty likely to get all the energies because I've only played 1 of the bug catching sets, and I got a lot of energy in deck. So 3, 4, 5. I did draw the unfair stamp already. That's nice, and this is why we play it, because it's what you have to do in this
saves
format.
you, yeah.
Yep. So I'll go with the Teal Dance 1 here first. Play my Forest Vitality. Then attach. Actually, wait. So I can. Oh wait, I just win since you had to bench both.
Oh my god.
Here, okay, replace that with a Mewtwo.
I can't. Oh,
because you
it was
Ultra
on
Balled for
prizes.
it. Was there any other basic?
No,
in the
there's
deck?
no other basics.
Oh, you just lose.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I had Foresight, I could have Night Stretched preemptively for. No, it would have been Tarantula. Yeah, it would have been. That's it.
Is there no Mewtwo in the card that you could have gotten back?
That was.
Oh yeah, like
I could
a
have
long
done
time
it
ago.
before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Swap them out just for now. Let's see.
Okay,
Let's see what
sure,
happens.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
This is the danger of Mimikyu.
Yeah,
it's so
Mimikyu
scary. And Forest just means instant Arbolivas out of nowhere.
Yep. That is probably the best play for me, though, is just to KO the Mimikyu. Because...
it makes it a lot harder for me to get the 2 prize knockout.
Actually, I don't need to Ultra Ball. Just Night Stretcher for Arboliva. And then attach here. Well, I guess, yeah. So if I KO the... Or maybe not KOing anything is best, because then I disable your archers, too. It's actually interesting decision. Because, yeah, I can safely just damage everything. So, okay, yeah, I'll do that anyway. Attach there, and then unfair stamp. Haven't used my Fezandipiti yet, either. Oh, this 1 Teal Dance has happened. Okay. But if I don't KO a Spidops at all, then yeah, you can't get 2 energy on Mewtwo. Are there energy switches?
There's one energy switch.
Okay.
That's the other thing you can grab with Petrol. That is pretty useful.
Okay, I'll draw my 5. Okay. Then flip the script. And I don't want to attach another energy here because then Mimikyu can easily knock it out. So what else can I thin out? I can just play the Bug Catching Set. Grab 2 cards that I'm not going to play. Yeah, if I KO Spidops on the bench, then the Mewtwo can't attack, but you get to play an Archer. But if you play an Archer, then you're not playing a Giovanni, which means that you're not using Mimikyu to attack, which means that you'd have to find Energy Switch plus... actually, yeah, you can't... Yeah, no, you would have enough energy in play. So then you'd have to find Energy Switch, Rocket Energy, Max Belt. Or I can not KO something, and then you don't get access to Archer, but then you only have to find Giovanni. Well, no, then you only need to find...
You sure you don't have enough energy on the bench?
You would have enough energy.
Yeah,
so if I KO this, then you have these 3, plus you get 1 more charging up.
Yeah,
and then,
so I'm fine.
Yeah, you'd be able to Mewtwo Max Belt. So then, I guess I could have also attacked with Meganium to force you to find Giovanni.
I think...
Wait, so maybe that was better.
But that does, again, enables Archer.
Yeah. But then Archer doesn't help you because you can't win off of the Archer.
Yeah, I can't win the turn.
Yeah.
And then you have 1 turn to KO Mewtwo or something.
Yeah, and then the Articunos I have on the bench. So maybe it was better to attack with Meganium there.
Yeah.
If I don't KO anything this turn... Yeah, because you can't win if this is active. And then... Okay, yeah. So then we should do that. Move that energy over there. Attack with the Meganium, because... I can always attack with the Oil Salvo next turn to knock out something for my last prize card. So we'll go ahead and use the Solar Beam to knock out your Spidops. And now you need Giovanni.
Rocket Giovanni would be enough still, right?
You need
Team Rocket Energy?
Yeah, you need a Max Belt to KO one of the Ogerpons. Or, Rocket's Energy.
Team Rocket Energy.
Rocket's Energy is enough. There's already 1 on there.
All right, I just got to top deck it. No problem. No, that's really close, but not quite there. I got an E-switch.
Okay, yeah.
Because, it's only 4, 6. That is enough, right?
Wait, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 200, 210. Yeah, it is enough.
Okay,
yeah.
So transceiver.
Wow, nice.
Wait.
What?
No, I lost because I promoted this.
No, you can retreat before you Giovanni.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. One at a time. Transceiver. Giovanni. Retreat. Charging up. Giovanni. E-switch. Clefairy. For no reason.
Yeah.
Gemstone Mimicry for Myriad Leaf Shower.
Pretty good.
Pretty lucky.
Yeah, so if that Mewtwo wasn't prized, that would be...
It would have been game over. Yeah. So this was a loss, technically.
Yeah, it's a loss and a win. 50-50.
Yay.
That's a good showcase of the matchup,
You think
I think. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I think if I go first, then it's definitely harder for you because I can just knock out all your Tarantulas before you bench them.
Yeah.
But... Since you were able to get them evolved pretty quickly, even under the item lock, it was pretty helpful.
Yeah, I had a really nice first 2 turns for just getting established there. This is pretty scary if you go first and you just don't get the Proton, and your opponent plays Force of Vitality correctly. Can cause some problems. I would definitely like a second Petrol in this list.
I think it's probably fine. You're only going to prize it 10% of the time.
Yeah, but it's just a good card.
You usually don't have time to play it though, because you need more cards for your combos.
But yeah, the Rogue E-switch pretty good, pretty helpful. Petrol enabling that and the Max Belt. Yeah, the Team Rocket stuff just kind of naturally can deal with some of the scary stuff in the format. You have again the Articunos, Spidops just being a great single prize attacker, and of course Archer just being really good, being way better than everything else in the format for Disruption. So,
yep. Everything else is just forced to play unfair stamps. So get your unfair stamps now.
No, it's too late already.
They're
already
$15.
$15. Okay. Yeah, it's over.
Well, how are they 15? Isn't there like a toolkit box thing that's been printed
I don't
a
know
million
if it has
times with
stamp,
one of these?
but if it does, that's going way up too.
Yep.
Yeah. So does Arboliva feel real to you?
Definitely. It's like, it makes sense that I think the Ogerpon, like as your closer, like it makes sense to play both of them because you need like time to set up your Ogerpon, and Arboliva just gives you that time. So it's like you're jamming an Arboliva into the Meganium Ogerpon deck, which just seems to work really well.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if everybody plays Shaman, then it's much weaker strategy. But even then, it's not a bad attack. Just 120 to the active for 1 energy.
Sure.
And you have 310 HP.
You can do the second attack really easily too if you want a little bit more damage.
Yep. Yeah, you can 2-hit KO things.
For sure. And yeah, on this end, I feel really good about Team Rocket's coming up just because, again, all the other cards besides the attackers are just so good.
Yeah.
Even there was one Team Rocket Hantro in top 16 too, so both builds seem to be viable going forward.
Yep.
Yeah, any other thoughts on these decks or this matchup or anything?
I wouldn't want to be playing this format competitively still, but besides that, it's kind of fun. We get to play the Harlequin, flip some coins.
You get to flip some coins. And if you don't like the Harlequin, you can just play Team Rocket.
Yep.
So all good. Where can people find you, Jake?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter. My link will be in the description.
Of course. Yeah, check out the description for both of our socials. Be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed the video. We really appreciate it. Let us know in the comments what other decks you want to see, either from Champions League or just in general. I think one of the other decks that we're not covering this weekend is a lot of the Terra Box stuff, but those are in top 16 as well. If you want to see that, let us know in the comments. And yeah, we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.